Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 and Upper Mississippi River Valley. I think I said that right? Upper Mississippi River Valley. Yeah, close enough. We are back here at the shop. They were just getting my brand new pickup, well, new to me, pickup, detailed before I'm taking it out. Let's get these doors open. We have quite a bit of equipment to get moved today, as we did finally decide on a farm, and it ended up being none of the ones that I actually ended up previewing the last video that we did here. Just hit the button, get the gate opened, because it looks like my truck... Ooh. Which truck do I take? The Ford or the Dodge? Both of them are mine. This one's going to be probably more of my work farm truck type of truck. So let's hop in this one. Alright. Ooh, that's a loud truck in my ears. I get my headset turned down here. There we go. So since we are going to head over to the farm, I'm going to grab the bigger trailer of the two. Alright, truck, you can stop anytime now. There we go. I think I have a mod that's causing issues here. And again, I failed at recording because apparently I didn't silence my phone. Okay, it's done. I did connect it. Oops. There we go. Now it's connected. Go two of my vehicles at the same time. So I'm trying to do things a little differently for this farm. As you can see, our harvester is going to be class, and then most of our equipment is going to be kind of leaning towards Case IH. It necessarily won't all be Case IH, but yeah, we'll see how long that goes before I make a John Deere purchase. And the only reason being is because I have a lot of John Deere equipment in my mod folder. I mean, there's a lot of John Deere in the mod hub to begin with, so it's not exactly my fault, but I guess it kind of is. Alright, way over. I think this is where I need to turn right. I'm gonna make a turn here. I'm still very new to the area. I'm back to using keyboard and mouse at the moment. Yeah, this is the bridge I want to take. I don't know why I can hear the water hitting the shore over the engine of my truck, but it is what it is. Hope everyone's having a fantastic week this week. I wasn't sure if that was the car that passed or someone's trying to do some logging. At the time of this video coming out, it should be in March. Yeah, I can't believe the first 2 months are already over this year. It's flown by for me. I don't know about for you guys. But for me, it most certainly has. Because I feel like, you know, just last week we were just getting into winter. Now, granted, for a lot of you guys watching, you may be going, screw you, I'm sick of winter. I've had enough of it. A few others are going, yeah, man, love the winter. I'm kind of in the middle. I definitely love winter because I love the colder months. And I do love the snow, but it gets to a point when the winter storms get to be too much. So, there is that. And I know I've been kind of jumping around here, and I've been trying to get my mind focused on trying to, you know, work on a project here in Farming Sim, not just recording. But I'm trying not to focus all my energies towards a particular game. Ooh, by the way, this field here, off to the left, is one of ours. Let's see here. This is sorghum. Looks like it's doing pretty good. It's pretty far along in the growth process there. Soil feels like soil's not too bad, but I have test results sitting at home as far as what we need. So there is that. See plenty of weeds growing through. This harvest may not be the best. So we'll see how that goes. So these two silos here on the left are ours as well. I'm going to have to purchase some conveyors. I am going to eventually want to purchase this field here to the right, this cornfield, but I just didn't have the funds for it. So I had the funds, but I decided to go slightly different route, and I got two smaller fields instead. Let me get this parked up, backed in. Alright, so we got the trailer dropped off there. Let's go take a quick look at some of the other areas that we own now. This is called Buffalo Hill Ranch, by the way. I do love the name because it makes me think of, you know, buffalo wings and ranch sauce. I don't know. I was a little hungry when I made my decision. So soothing. Please don't. I don't have any money for that. This is going to be our workshop here. I love the fact that they do have skylights in here. Kind of definitely makes it seem bigger than what it actually is. The fact that I have these two massive doors, well, I call them massive, but they're not too big when it comes to farm equipment. But it makes it easy so that way I can pull the vehicle in one way or the other, do the work in a nice warm environment, especially in the wintertime, because I got all my tools and such over here, which I think I need to go yell at Paul, because apparently a lot of my tools aren't being put back. But yeah, this will be my workshop, so I'm not going to plan on parking anything here, except for maybe the eventual trailer I'm going to get that's going to have set of tools and fuel and def and all that fun stuff. So, because that is in the works, I just have not gotten it yet. Even though I have like these older pickups and whatnot, I'm not really planning on doing an older series by any means, just because I like what I like. I like these older style trucks. I like the newer equipment. Stop truck, there we go. So this is the cow shed. And I do like the way this looks. It's a really long and narrow, but I like it. It just seems so much more natural and realistic, in my opinion, depending on where you live, of course, than just a flat, plain field that you see so much of in this game. I would love to be able to come in and cut this grass down and whatnot and bale it, but these hills just aren't going to allow me to do that. At most, I'm going to be able to drive my tractor in, fill this up so they have feed, and drive back out. Is this a door? Sure looks like a door. Apparently not. Okay. So yeah, when I was doing my field tours and whatnot in the last video that I did here, I actually did not realize that this was on this side of the river. Let me pull up my tablet here as soon as my truck stops so I can put it in park. That's the one I want. Okay. So all the fields that we looked at were over on this side of the Mississippi. This side is a side that has all the massive forestry area. And I own these plots. This is the massive cornfield that I mentioned that I do want to purchase at some point. I do want to get these other 3 fields, but considering I have a balance of $100,000, and that's with a loan, yeah. I mean, this 45 alone, you're looking at 370,000. That one's 445, 446, might as well say it. And then 651, a little over 651. So yeah, I'm looking easily at over $1 million just for these 2 here. And then another 370 for that one. So yeah, I do want to own all these fields over here. It's just, I'm going to have to take a look at that. That looks like it might be a field. Maybe that can be converted into one, but it is where the sawmill is, so maybe that's just where they're currently doing their clear cutting. Anyway, the one thing about this plot that I do like, for one, the grain bins are not right beside the house. And 2, the house actually has its own entrance from the road, and there's really nothing combining it unless you're going to walk between the 2, which is fine with me. And for now, this is a nice little home for myself and my dogs. So, it's got a nice little 2-car garage back here. We're just going to park it there. Right into the door. Perfect. But yeah, we got our nice little grill set up out here. Plenty of trash cans to deal with. So, a couple more down here. Hey, I got mail. Yeah, junk. Bill, junk. Alright, well, all but one of these can be trashed. Apparently my trash can is too heavy for me to pick up. Alrighty then. At least that's the notice I'm getting up in the top left-hand corner that I don't believe you guys can see. I can't even just roll it? Okay. Interesting. So, yeah, we got plenty of pieces of equipment to get moved. So, give me a few minutes. It's going to be a split second for you. But I need a little bit longer than that to get those pieces moved over here. Man, you know what? For Casey's, I feel a little gypped. There's like nothing here. It's basically just a mechanic shop that gave Casey's okay to build gas pumps. I stopped in here to grab a quick bite to eat, but they got nothing. Just some water. I got water in the tractor. But I did find the local football stadium, or field, or whatever you want to call that. It's kind of weird that they have lights on the ends of the stadium instead of, you know, a couple on each side of the bleachers, but that's just my opinion. Apparently someone failed to clear out the last game. Or it ended, or didn't end and they postponed it because of weather and they just haven't gotten around to it again? I don't know. Anyway, we did get a secondary tractor as well. This JCP 4220 Fast Track. We have our Kubota geospread here on the back, filled with lime, because I do have one field that needs to be limed. Let's get this beautiful tractor fired up. I did buy this one used because I wanted something that I could use basically for fertilizer, to do all the spreading of all the different things that we might need on the field. I also have a sprayer system that I've already picked up and dropped off at the shop, with the tank on the front of the tractor and the sprayer on the back. So that's kind of what this tractor is going to be used for the most part. I also have these communal tires on, basically because, you know, if I need to go pick something up at the shop, I'm probably going to use this. This does have, I believe, 140 horse, something like that. Hold on, let me check. Wow, okay, I was way off. It's 220 horse. I think it started off at 140 and asked if they could change it up, give me a little bit more horse for the amount of money I was spending for it. Like I said, the tractor itself was dirt cheap, but they put the upgrades in the motor, upgrade the horse, so yeah, we're good to go. Once I do get an actual hopper trailer deal for when we're harvesting, this will probably be the tractor to pull that. Ooh, yeah, I need to look into... I keep forgetting I need to look into a grain auger, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to take advantage of those bins. So like I mentioned, I do have a need for the lime at the moment for this field. The other field that we have is this one. Which we have soybeans growing. As I kind of figured, it's more of it's definitely clay-based soil, it feels like. But soybeans don't seem to be doing too bad. They seem to love this environment, which is good to know, so I can plant over here. Now, keep in mind, I do have seasons is running, but my crop growth will not be based off of that, if that makes sense. Because one of the nice things about this game is, and I do have it set up for 5-day months because of that. That way it's not just, you know, immediately winter. So let's get a course play going for this field if I can. I can't slide it over anymore. Let's see, I want to do 2 headlands. I usually do 10% overlap. With the way the corners of this field are, we'll keep that smooth. We'll keep it at clockwise direction. I'm not going to worry about skipping any rows because this tractor should be able to handle it just fine. So let's generate the field work, assuming it doesn't crash the game. Because I have had this crash my game before. Not this particular playthrough, but I was playing last night on Saskatchewan, I believe is the name of it. So yeah, I wasn't happy about that. When I mentioned that this tractor is capable of those turns, it has 4-wheel steer, which I like. That's kind of why I wanted this particular I didn't realize that spreader had that kind of a width spray. Yeah. That's kind of awesome. I should have paid more for it then. Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted this particular tractor, so that way I can use it for doing things like this job. This, in my opinion, is a lot better situated for spraying in a field or spreading fertilizer or lime or manure, because it can turn so quickly and easily as long as the attachments are on the tractor itself. If it's trailed, if it has a trailer type of configuration, it's not going to matter either way. So if I have this, if I can get my hands on a decent tractor like this for a decent price, I'm going to go that route. Bro, you missed a little bit in that corner. Oh well. Not the end of the world. Worst case, we can always go back through and fix it. But I'm not too concerned about it. It should take me a grand total of 11 minutes. So I'm going to speed this part up, just because, why not? It's not going to take that long anyway. Alright, we're finishing up here. Some of you may be wondering, well, why do you use Courseplay if, you know, it doesn't seem to work out the best as far as everything goes? Well, to be quite honest, so I can sit back and throw it on time-lapse and play on my phone. Sit back and relax, because, you know, recording can be a little daunting at times. For those of you who aren't aware, it can take a lot to get these videos out to you. I only do it 3 days a week, and granted, it's not my only job. Granted, it's not my job at all, because I'm not getting paid for it yet. But for those people who actually do it on a daily basis, I'm pretty sure a lot of them will tell you that they put in more than 40 hours a week. So yeah, it can be a very daunting task, as it were. We did run out a couple times of lime while doing that field. Had to get a couple fill-ups, as it were, so pop that off. I'm going to turn the engine off. I'm going to leave the lights on, because kind of show you the equipment that we have. Everything is here now. So I got my 2 pickup trucks over at the garage. The Ford. This guy here. Square body Ford, which still hasn't been moved from the garage door. There we go. There. I think I have it labeled as a 350, but I don't know my Ford trucks very well, so it is what it is. And then of course we got my Dodge Ram 350 Power Wagon. Like I said, this is definitely my farm truck here. So over here we have my Capello 12 head, I believe is what it is. It is, as you can tell, it is a folding head. So it looks like 3 rows here on each side, which would put 6 on top, 6 on the bottom. Yeah, 12 head. And then our Honeybee Airflex 240. Anytime I need this, it's going to be getting pulled by one of my pickup trucks, probably the Dodge, if I had to say so. I don't have anything in that building or in the cow shed, so we're not going to go back down that way. We do have this Lizard Logistics 20-foot gooseneck tipper trailer that we're going to use anytime we're harvesting, along with the 25 DU-T Lizard trailer. Again, a tipper trailer. Why? Well, it's something different. I don't really go this route when I'm harvesting, so I'm trying things a little bit different. So as far as our disc harrow, this is our Lizard 2630 3-section with the rakes in the back. Of course, because I am going case, we went with this case planter. And it is the, let me see here. It is the Case IH 2150 Early Riser Planter 16 row 30-inch. I do hope to be able to get yeah, just lost my train of thought. Anyway, if I think about it, I'll come back to it. This is our Kuhn Deltis 1320 MTA3 spreader, or sprayer rather, along with the Kuhn PF 1500 tank that goes on the front, and they do connect up. We do have all the hoses and such for that. And of course, our Kubota DSX-W Geospread still has about close to 4,000 liters of lime. Of course, our JCB Fast Track 4220. This is the plow that we're going to be using on this series, the Case IH Eco LO-Till 2500, something along those lines. At least we know it's the Case 2500 plow. Speaking of Case, yet another blacked out beauty. Our Case IH Optimum 300 CVX. Of course, both of our tractors do have weights on the front. And yes, our JCB is decked out. And we do have the Union Jack on there for the I believe it's, yeah, for 25 years. For JCB, 25th anniversary. I don't know if that's why it was used and no one else picked it up, but I saw it, knew I had to get it, and snagged it. And then our class Lexion 670. I think that's going to be a fun tractor to drive. I've always driven everything but class. This is the American version, as you can tell. Oh, that's right. I think I do have a leveling system set up, so I think there's a mod for leveling systems. I think works on just about any harvester. So that's going to be it. There are a few changes I'm already seeing I want to do to the farmyard. Obviously clean up all this, spare wood and whatnot. I do want to make more of a heated storage. Well, I don't know if it's so much storage. It might be. More so to get it out of the inclements, because we are up here in the northern areas, so we can get snow and really crappy weather. So to be able, I mean, at the very least, we do have everything under cover except for the plow and our headers. Which even then, I would love to be able to get these guys under cover one of these days. So yeah, there's that. I still need to get actually 2 augers, because I need to get one that'll reach the top, and a small one to come from here and go into the trucks. So, and pop this open. Yep, that's empty. This one's open or empty as well. So yeah, we are good to go. What's this? I don't know what this is. All the tires are flat on it. Quite a bit of rust on it. Is it plugged in? What? I'm gonna have to figure that out off camera and probably do away with this, because I don't know what this is. At least not offhand. It doesn't look like anything to be used with animals. Looks more like a tipper to me. Anyway, I think I'm going to call a video there, guys. So as always, if you happen to like what you see, or if you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post, and not just a select few here and there. And if you're already subscribed, guys, I thank you. Woo! And I greatly appreciate it. So with all of that being said, guys, we'll catch you next time. Take care. Peace.